Remember, I told you, well, for those of you who don't know, Lil Wayne dropped a mixtape. It's called No Ceilings 3. That's one of the tracks on the mixtape. He did his thing on that verse, on that beat. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Lil Wayne is still very, very much the GOAT. All right, shouts to Lil Weezy. Get your ears adjusted to that No Ceilings 3. And he's dropping an album next year as well. He literally told us on No Ceilings 3 that this was just practice. That mixtape was just practice to see if we still have it. And he still got it, y'all. He still got it. Lil Weezy, keep it out, Octans up. We're giving you the best music on the planet as well as more entertainment. So let's talk to our sports correspondent right now. Room, the player from the MLA with our sideline sport update. Good morning, my brother. Was good?
Hey, dog, good morning, man. Good morning, Bahamas. This is Sideline Sports and Entertainment Bahamas. Certain stories from the sidelines and the headlines here only on 194.9 FM. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this Money Making Monday. Gonna hop into the sport report. I guess we got some news from the local side, man. Big L. Check it up on a couple of our basketball student athletes. Kai Jones was in action for the Texas Longhorns yesterday. They actually took on number 12 Villanova. Yeah, Villanova came out on top. It was a close game though. 64-68 was the final score. Kai Jones finishing up with just 7 points in that game, 2 rebounds, and also a steal in that game. One of our other student athletes that was in action yesterday from the female side, Destiny Walker, playing for Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They took on Purdue University in Indianapolis, and Notre Dame came out with the win. 65-58 was the final score there. As far as Destiny, she finished up with 6 points in that game, a rebound, an assist, and 2 steals. So shouts out to our Bahamian student athletes. Hey, y'all keep doing it, man. Looking good. Now on to some international sports. Of course, it was Sunday, NFL Sunday. We got I should say we got a recap of the scoreboard yesterday. And again, like you were saying, some upsets.
Some major upsets.
Yeah.
There wasn't regular upsets, bro. They were like, did it really just happen? Like, what? Yeah, that's how I watching the games yesterday, or even catching some of the highlights. I was like, how? Like, why? Like, I know any given Sunday is real. Like, any team could be beat on any given Sunday, but some of the teams would beat some of these great teams. I'm like, what? Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. It was I guess it was the curse of week 13 in the NFL yesterday. So going through the scoreboard, we got the Saints over the Falcons 21-16. The Lions over the Bears 34-30 was the final score there. The Browns beat the Titans yesterday. I guess that was the first one, 41-35. Baker Mayfield actually set a record day, or had a record-setting day, 4 touchdowns in that game. The Bengals and Dolphins. The Dolphins coming out on top, 19-7. That game got a little chippy. I think they had like about 4 or 5 ejections in that game. The Vikings over the Jaguars, 27-24. The Raiders and the Jets. So wow, that was a borderline almost upset. The Raiders pulled out that game 38-21 in the last seconds of that game. It definitely would have made a story for headlines this morning. The Colts over the Texans, 26-20 is the final score there. The Rams over the Cardinals, 38-28. The Giants upset the Seahawks. Big upset, 17-12.
I gotta address that. I have to address that. I don't know like the Giants, right? But I actually like the Seattle Seahawks. I'm an actual fan of Russell Wilson, and they're my NFC team. They're my favorite team in the NFC, and they lose to the Giants. I was like, and it was a real win. Like the Giants actually beat them.
Hey, you know what, Big L? When you called me yesterday, I gotta let these folks know. I almost thought something happened. I was like, what happened? So it was like, hey, you see that game?
I was upset. I needed somebody who would be able to vent along with me. I was really upset about that. But shouts out to the Giants. They got the win, and big up to the Seahawks. I mean, that doesn't change the Seahawks playoff picture too much. You know what I mean? They're still one of the favorites coming out of the NFC. So, yeah, it's just a bad game.
Yeah, and I'm sure actually looking at the press conferences and some of the conversations, the Seahawks felt that loss yesterday too, man. The Eagles fell to the Packers yesterday as well, 30-16. It looks as though Carson Wentz starting job might be in jeopardy. Of course, Jalen Hurts came in yesterday for Carson Wentz, but there has been speculation, a lot of talk, and a call for Jalen Hurts to actually become the starter. Of course, the Patriots over the Chargers, 45-0 shutout, man.
Woohoo!
Way to go, Pat. Hey, I was looking at fantasy yesterday. Oh man, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was a good game. Shouts out to the Patriots, man. And then the late game last night was the Chiefs over the Broncos. 22-16 was the final score there. Pat Mahomes came around late in the game, but yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs got it done.
How about them
So
Chiefs, man? How about them Chiefs?
yeah, it was like I said, they've already clinched playoff, and yeah, like you said, Big L, they look scary.
I tell you, bro, they're the favorite. To me, they should be the favorite. Any sports analyst, they should be the favorites going into the playoffs and into the Super Bowl run, bro. Like the Chiefs have a well-oiled machine. Even when things look shaky, they always adjust in game. Like you've seen them look shaky throughout games, but you've seen Andy Reid and the rest of the team make adjustments in the game professionally, like to always pull off the victory. And you got to give them credit. You just have to give that Chiefs game credit. So shout out to them, man. I know one thing I want to talk about outside of football for sure was Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. Big announcement. I mean, I don't think Logan Paul could beat Floyd Mayweather. So them calling this a super exhibition is almost like, just give us your own money. Like we just want you all to watch something. Like just don't even consider this like really athletic or anything. Just give us your own money. That's all I got.
That's how something. That's how I felt about it. And I saw an exhibition with Floyd Mayweather and who it was. I was like, gee, they're kind of, I guess, following the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones outfit. But yeah, it's just one of the. I hate to say this. They're both athletes. They're both competitors. But this is like, a money-making scheme, man.
Yeah, straight up. All right, Rummy right there, the player from the MLA representing for Sideline Sports ENT. We got to get back into some more music real quick before we officially wrap up this hour. Once we get into the 9 o'clock hour, though, you know what's on the way. We got real news headlines from my girl, Robina Apia. We also got to check in with VANN once again with our eye in the sky view of traffic, and DJ Shutters lined up for part 2 of your more morning mix. But let me blaze off something to make you feel good, man. Ola Tunji with this single right here, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this song is dedicated to all the beautiful ladies with a good heart, and you are willing to go above and beyond to keep those you love happy, safe, and comfortable this Christmas season. Here's Ola Tunji with Angel. Good morning.
If I want to